was actually having passengers fly in and doing a passenger exchange. So they were waiting for a plane to come in, pick up their passengers and drop off new ones. And so we made contact with them and asked them if they wouldn't mind taking our crew member along for the ride, and they agreed. So we've got there, went, took the patient over to the other ship, the doctors assessed, everything is good. He's doing well, by the way, so he is going to be flying out as soon as they fly to Punta Arenas, Chile, and hopefully that will happen today, but he will be there shortly to get the further medical attention that he will need. So now we are going to be making our way, which we are... So we are now making our way to the Bransfield Strait. As I mentioned, we do have 178 nautical miles left to sail to get to Enterprise Island. We'll be taking to our Zodiacs, we hope to be taking to our kayaks, and we also hope to be taking to our skis. So that is all tomorrow morning. We were going to do it a little bit later in the day, but we've decided that we're going to keep you extremely busy for tomorrow, just because of our activities today. So tomorrow we're going to take to our boats at Enterprise Island somewhere in the neighborhood of about 9 o'clock. As soon as we get there and the skiers, we can get them set up. They'll be off to ski Enterprise Island, while the rest of us will Zodiac cruise Enterprise Island, because there is no real landing spot for us. So what we're going to do is take to the boats and Zodiac cruise all and around the islands to see what we can see. There's the Gervin Nervin, which is a wreck that is there, which we'll talk about on the Zodiacs, and I know that we'll have Carol up tomorrow evening to give a little bit more history on it. And also get up close and look at some ice, some scenery, hopefully with some seal activity. And you never quite know what will come around in Wilhelmina Bay. It is an area that has been known to have some large black critters come up to the surface, so of course we'll be keeping an eye out for them as well. So that'll be at Wilhelmina, and then we're going to make our way on to Cooverville Island, where we hope to go ashore, where we'll see Gentoo penguins, and it's a bit of a cobblestone beach, about cantaloupe-size rocks, and then up onto some snow, and that's where the climbers are going to climb to the top of Cooverville, and of course the kayakers will go kayaking, and the rest of us will go landing and Zodiac cruising. The Zodiac cruising, once again, should have some ice, some icebergs, some birdie bits, castellated icebergs, this type of idea in and around the area. So once again, an hour and a half on shore, and about an hour and 15 minutes in the Zodiac's cruising. The activity in the morning, I forgot to mention, at Enterprise Island, will probably be somewhere in the neighborhood of about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on weather. So if it's really good weather, we might take advantage of the full 2 hours. If it's a little bit questionable or cold, we might hold it to about that hour and a half. But I will let you know before we leave the ship. So just to give you an idea over the rest of the next few days, so that's tomorrow, doing Enterprise Island, ship's cruise, Wilhelmina, and then Cooverville. The next day, we hope to visit Port Lockroy, which is where the post office is, the gift shop, and some more Gentoo penguins in the Newmire Channel. And then on to Paradise Harbor, where we hope to touch the continent for the first time. That'll be the first attempt at a continent stop at Almirante Brown. We'll be, once again, at all these stops, we hope to offer kayaking. And then, of course, at each spot, the climbing team will let you know whether you're climbing or skiing. I will let you know that Almirante Brown is a climbing exercise, and Port Lockroy will be a skiing exercise. So then we'll hopefully take to the tents. How many intrepid campers do I have? Right on. That's good. I'm glad that you guys, are you excited about going out and sleeping on the ice?
Yeah.
That was pretty quiet for 60 people that want to go camping.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought there would have been 60 people in here and it would have been, yeah, let's go! But, okay, so we'll ask it again. How many people really want to go camping?
Yeah!
That's it. Didn't sound quite as convincing, but that's okay. You decided that you wanted to go, and we'll get you out. And now, as you were told by Sharon, it is fair weather camping. So, of course, it's most important that on this day, you end up the day with some fantastic weather so we can get you out onto the ice and camping in and around the glaciers, the noise of the glaciers, and the views of Antarctica. And, of course, your nice warm sleeping bags while you're sleeping in a balmy 0 degrees. But, and so that'll be for the camping. And the next day, we hope to visit Danko Island, which will be a bit of an elevated walk up to the top where you get a view of the Aurora Channel. All right? Don't worry about remembering all this. We will have the recap, which will let you know what we plan on doing each day. So that's why it's important to come to these recaps. I just wanted to give you an idea of where we're going, that's all. And then our second attempt at the continent at Orne Harbor, where we hope to see chinstrap penguins. So far we'll have Gen 2 penguins, and at Orne Harbor an attempt to see chinstrap penguins. Now, I'm sure that there's somebody around the room that is thinking that they would like to see the Lemaire Channel. So we're going to make that attempt. We're going to go take a look at the Lemaire Channel. Now, out of all our voyages this year, we've made it once, and we've seen it all the other times because of ice conditions. So I don't want to set thank you. It's the first day with my new tongue, so thank you very much for your patience with that. But I don't want to set an expectation that we will make it through. We'll go take a look and see what we can see when we do it. If we make it through, we hope to land at Peterman Island, which will be the site to see Adelies. So we'll round off so of course, as well as the weather, you guys are going to be the ice gods, and you're going to let me sail through the Lemaire Channel, right? Yeah, of course you will. So, and then we'll finish up the day with Zodiac cruising around Plano. We'll put the skiers off in the morning, and they'll get a nice elevated view of the Planola Strait. And then, of course, back to Ushuaia. So that gives you a quick, rough outline of what we hope to accomplish. That, we'll say, is now officially Plan B, because that's what we're on, is Plan B right now. And as it unfolds, hopefully it'll work out, but we'll keep you informed as we go along. And if things change for weather or any other type of reason, we'll let you know, and we'll brief you on the landings that we have coming up. But for tonight, we do have our very own Scotty Mac. Other ships have Metallica. We have Scotty Mac. And it is the Antarctic debut of his album. It's the only place, if I remember correctly, that you can get the album. And you're the only ones hearing it for the first time, so that's actually quite entertaining. So live music. And that'll be tonight in the Club Lounge to try to get things stirred up for our celebrations tonight, and for those people that may have forgot, this is New Year's. So we'll be having a New Year's party this evening, and so there will be an announcement made at 11:30 to join us for a champagne toast to bring in the new year. We will be doing this, weather permitting of course, out on deck. Because what better place to bring in 2014 than to at the ocean and to see what we can see. It might be a whale, it might be some ice, it may be just the fresh air of Antarctica, but I could not think of a better place to do it. So we will call you out and have that toast at midnight. And then, of course, we'll have our midnight buffet. And I'll just give you a clue. It's going to start at midnight. And it's going to be served going into the Club Lounge. So you'll see it. So hopefully you guys will all join us for toasts out on Deck 6. And then you come back and have a little bit of a feast before we put you to bed. We were hoping to let you sleep in tomorrow, But because today had changed a little bit, we decided to heck with that. We'll crumple up that plan and we'll work you hard tomorrow and let you sleep tomorrow night, because I think that you came to Antarctica to experience it, not just to look at it. So of course we'll have, for those people that wish to take up some time, we've got March of the Penguins in the main lounge going to be playing, and the BBC Frozen Planet Summer in your cabins. Have a great evening, everybody.